Mettez là. Que la grâce soit avec vous tous. Nous saluons nous tous dans le nom de Jésus. Nous comptons nous capables ensemble avec nous après-midi. Encore une fois, so destiny is awaiting your arrival. I want to say hello to each and every one of you that is listening. This is Justin Ilian, c'est Justin Ilian, that are live right now in the show. Destiny is awaiting your arrival. C'est chaque samedi après-midi où vous recevoir nous là sur show pour nous dire bon Dieu merci et vous dire ça bon Dieu a fait dans la vie nous, dans la vie la jeunesse pour nous capable aider la jeunesse comprendre ça grand moun y a dit et ça grand moun y a dit la jeunesse. Et nous comptons nous capable ensemble avec nous après-midi et bon Dieu fait nous grâce nous voyons un mois là depuis là nous maillé et c'est nèg content. So it is a blessing. We're about to be a month in the next few days of being married, so we're enjoying the marriage life. N'a réjoui la vie qui bénédiction gagne mariage. Réjoui nous t'as pas la comparse ses amis baby verset dire me dit qui j'en lié ou goûte ton bagage ou pas de goûter déjà. So nous disons Dieu merci pour ça, salut madame moi après-midi dans Grandel dans tout salier pour moi me dit mon Dieu merci pour la ville et après-midi nous pourrons faire un show qui extraordinaire et pendant un week-end nous avons gagné une chance pour être capable animer une conférence d'âme et moi je suis réellement content, je suis réellement béni et en tout mesdames qui étaient honorées on a donné soirée on a fait un gala. Et gala ça c'est A Night with the King qui était dirigé par pasteur Denise, docteur Denise Paulin et ancien madame La Fortune. Et nous disons Dieu merci. It was an amazing experience through the conference. The conference was 3 days. Nous fait 3 jours et 3 jours de action de grâce, 3 jours de bénédiction. So mais ça te béni plus et c'est que nous avons honoré tout, qui je t'ai dit, toute l'âge. Et nous avons honoré toute qualité d'âme qui a fait travail dans le ministère et dans le secteur évangélique là. Et donc, nous gagnons 11 amis qui aiment me connaissent d'avance. Et donc, c'est dans la conférence là, nous venons amis et depuis la conférence là, nous parlons chaque soir. Et même après, depuis là, nous finissons faire connexion dans c'est maintenant nous avons contact depuis jour ça nous avons contact et nous avons parlé depuis conférence finie et tant les comme ça nous pourrons relayer sur radio pour nous capable parler avec lui pour le cas saluer nous et pour capable dire nous qui j'ai conférence santé nous avons des monde capable relayer et qui pour faire ça nous tellement excités pour ça bon Dieu va le faire pour reste année ou même qui pourquoi abandonner avec Chanel et Chanel Radio nous voulons pour faire ça. C'est très important pour faire ça pour nous. You that have not liked our Facebook page or YouTube, we want you to please do that. It's 16 a.m. WPOM. Sur Facebook ou nous sur 16 a.m. WPOM. Please, al faire ça pour nous abonner à Chanel là. Pour nous capables nous gon activité n'a faire ou capable monter sous show ensemble avec nous même si vous pas de radio ou capable tendre ça n'a faire là ou capable garder nous qui ça n'a fait so please fais ça it is 16 a.m. WPOM POM yes so please fais ça abonner avec Chanel là and then that will truly bless you so I'm so excited this conference was amazing. Conférence santé, m'était béni en pile dans conférence là. D'aujourd'hui, la vie a pas rien sans fille. Sa femme. L'impossible pour la vie en bagaille sans fille. It is impossible for life to be anything without a woman. So it is definitely, I'm excited about what is taking place within our community with the women. God bless each and every honoree qui t'est honoré. T'es gonda manda qui t'est gagné 99. Quand on fait ici, on excusez, dans 80 c'est l'âme perdue avec les mieux but 99 and she was she was there il était qu'on prier sous montagne et donc il a ministère longtemps so 99 years ça veut dire il a longtemps la bataille combat dans travail bon Dieu et donc nous avons un paquet d'artistes Michael qui était là Michael Destin she's married now and she's in her, she was there that night with us. Nous te gagné Sewuzna mon qui pas contre Sewuzna is the one that sings a Sayopa Kone Sayopa. Yeah, lui-même là, c'est Sewuzna, il était béni nous en pile tout, mesdames et messieurs, ensemble avec nous pour tous les trois soirées yo. And it was a blessing, pour mesdames ça qui dirigé et qui entrait dans la présence de Dieu. It was just amazing. Et donc, nous avons gagné une prédication et qui était faite dans la première soirée, deuxième soirée. Et dans le moment où je vais l'introduire avec nous, une femme de Dieu qui gagne un docteur degree. Et c'est lui qui a gagné un devoir pour te prêcher dans la deuxième soirée. Et il te recevoir un awards tout. Dans mesdames qui étaient honorées dans la dernière soirée. So, on est capable de saluer nous pour nous capables d'attendre. Et Zami Pam, who is now my new friend, Dr. Lindsay Job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to welcome her. Dr. Job, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
We are doing well by the grace of God. And so we are here on the show, and we're so happy to have you. And I just want you to say hello to the people, let them know how long you've been in ministry and where you're leading now.
Oh, wow. I'm originally from Montreal, Canada.
Okay.
And I moved to Boston about 18 years ago. So I work under the leadership of Bishop and Dr. Otto and Mary L. Noel. So I've been in ministry for all my life, so about 40 years.
Pas mal l'âge,
No, I am exaggerating.
Right,
but I've
right,
been
right.
in ministry for at least a good 25 years.
Wow. That's amazing. And
But that's
you know,
that's officially.
can you? I know we talked a little bit about your degrees, and so now how long and you've always been within ministry. All your degrees and your minors are in ministry. So please talk a little bit about that.
Wow, that's intense. So I started back home. My pastor had a Bible Institute, and I graduated from the Bible Institute. And I loved the word so much that I wanted to pursue my study. So I went to university in Montreal to do a minor in religion. However, God said, I need more from you.
Wow.
So I moved 18 years ago to do a master in divinity at Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary. And then I guess it was not enough. I pursued, and I did a THM, which is a teaching degree in theology.
Wow.
And after that, I said, okay, let's do the Doctor of Ministry. So I went at Pentecostal Theological Seminary to do so. And I did a gender study kind of degree in there to allow women to understand why women are called to be female clergy.
Say that again. Take your time. Say it again. And then, dis-le en français parce qu'on est français à bon. So go ahead and say that in French also. Go ahead.
So I can say it, okay. Il était important pour moi de comprendre et d'enseigner que la femme a droit d'être partie du sacerdoce, même s'ils sont des femmes. Alors le sacerdoce féminin était important pour moi de bien comprendre pour pouvoir l'enseigner.
That's amazing. And go ahead and say that in English, okay, so that the young people can hear. You saying that it is so important, and for the women understand that they have their role as a clergy and understands their office in the clergy sector.
Absolutely. absolutely. For years, I felt like I was alone. I was like a mistake, an error, because why God called me to ministry, but I don't see it often in my community.
Right.
It's very rare to see a female pastor. And if they are ordained, they are only working with their husband.
Yes, right.
However,
Alongside their
not
husband.
all of us are married. That's correct.
Say that again. Say it again. Not all of us are what?
Married. So I cannot wait until I'm married
Right.
to do ministry.
Together.
Makes no sense, right? But
So
I went to school and I said, I need to understand and have the Bible verses proving that we are part
right.
of God's kingdom.
Yes.
So
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so profound what you're saying, because and I'm sure you've seen it in your time. It is not about tout pasteur qui accepte moun femme sous chair et pour prêcher tout. So that is it's huge. It's huge. And say Dr. Lynn, c'est pas juste n'importe qui prêche, moun ka prêcher, mais prêcher la parole de Dieu avec Saint-Esprit de Dieu. And so it was the house of God was on fire, with the message she delivered. So how do you feel about being honored? Did you think anybody was, like, what are your thoughts when, you were selected to be honored amongst all these women of God?
I was speechless because, sometimes you work.
Yes.
But you don't expect people to see your work.
Right.
Because, you do it out of love, out of passion, because you're called to serve. So you never expect to have an award for it.
Wow.
But it made me realize that people do watch you.
Right.
They do see you. So
right.
It was an honor.
So out of all your time in ministry, even in your early stages before you identified your calling, what could you say to a young lady that is in ministry now, that is looking like battling with stepping out into her calling? Because as even on the night of the award ceremony, there were multiple different other young ladies that are still on their way in ministry. So with just in a short snippet, I know for sure you could take us for a good time, but just in a snippet, what could you say to a young lady, jeune femme, jeune garçon qui, that is not fully embrace their passion, nan moment, mais connaît que bon Dieu, but they're not fully accepted the call and embraced it. So go ahead.
My best advice based on my life, do not be a prodigal son. A lot of people think that prodigal son meant like he left the church and that was it. But prodigal means wasteful. And I don't want the younger generation to waste their time, waste their purpose, waste their gifts, waste their calling,
My God.
thinking they will have time. The kingdom of God is now.
Yes.
Not tomorrow.
Yes.
So don't waste your time, because you're going to feel that you wasted your life when you can have a purposeful life in God.
Yes. Don't waste your time. My God.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
So Dr. Denise, I said Dr. Denise, Dr. Lenz, thank you so much. God bless you. And, I'm looking forward to coming to New Jersey, or Boston, excuse me, Boston. I'm looking forward to coming to Boston. May the Lord bless you, and we'll talk soon. God bless you.
It was my pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much, Minister Justin.
Keep on doing it. Et so ça c'est docteur Linz et de Boston. Il était ensemble avec nous pour conférence là. She did an amazing job. We thank God for her life. Et il vit nos amis dans le ministère tout. Et so, je regrette conférence là même. Je ne pas dire c'est seulement que tes garçons, mais donc nous disons Dieu merci, nous sommes capables de faire expérience là ensemble avec lui et pour connexion en tout. Et nous disons Dieu merci pour toute l'autre et femmes qui était ensemble avec nous joua et même joua tellement béni pour moi nous d'expérimenter et quelques qui je dit combat. There was a lot of warfare that took place for the conference, but we thank God that we overcame them et qu'on a nous qu'à témoigner grandeur bon Dieu. Et donc nous te gagné et plusieurs des jeunes femmes qui travaillent dans le secteur évangélique là et pas celle qui je dit ministère mais donc la vie autour et ça bon Dieu relais pour yo faire in their everyday life dans jour par jour every day. Nous contents pour nous être capable ouais différents secteurs qui te gagné nous te gagné secteur of community leaders nous te gagné secteur pour doctors and about doctors no nous te gagné community leaders nous te gagné psalmists and young leaders and visionaries et puis nous te gagné professionals et so donc so nous parlons pour une professionnel nous yo one of our professionals, which is a good friend of mine, qui, nous fait travail dans le ministère ensemble. Et donc, Lovely Joubert, who is no longer Lovely Joubert, she, carries her husband's last name now, which a few years ago, nous disons Dieu merci, elle est capable ensemble avec nous après-midi. Lovely, how are you?
I'm great, Justin. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing well. It's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
It is an honor. And, I was just telling the people how we were in the conference together. And I just want you to let the people know what you do now for work, how long you've been serving God, where you are abiding now, and, what God has done for you in your, they would call our short time.
Well, I came to the United States when I was 14 years old, and once I came here, I started working with the youth at my old church, and then I started doing a lot of plays. And one day, I decided to, while I was doing the plays, to just take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And because whenever I'm doing something for God, I want to make sure that it exceeds my expectation because I'm presenting something to the King of Kings,
yes.
So I've done huge productions with 100-something youth. And then one day, one of the youth leaders, one of the big leaders in my church told me, Lovely, I think you should do a film. So I prayed about it. And then when I consulted God, and the name came to me, that's when I realized that God really wanted me to do it.
Wow!
So then I did a film about drug abuse a few years ago. I can't believe it's been 8 years.
Wow.
So that's how I got into filmmaking, and now I'm working on 2 more films, but production takes a long time. People don't understand that. Some films take, 1 year,
yes.
3 months, but some can take up to 10 years, Like the film, there's a film on Netflix that was doing really good. Everyone was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 10-year production. Like it
It took time in the making. Yeah, it took time.
Yeah, and when people saw that, they think, oh, it's easy. But no, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It was shot 10 years ago. And
so
I'm working on a film called Beach Chain.
Wow.
And then another film called The Plan.
Wow.
And also, I have my own project that I'm working on. But, it takes time. It was disrupted. My personal project was disrupted because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started shooting in 2019, and then I couldn't finish shooting it.
Oh.
So I need to get back to that same mindset because so many things happened between 2019 and now. It's crazy to hear. So that's kind of like my journey.
Right. So now, in your time of preparing and stepping out after dealing with the youth and doing the film, like, were you ever running from it, scared, nervous, not sure how you'll be accepted, not just in our community, but in our churches. You predominantly come from a Church of God elect. So was that something that you experienced yourself as a young lady, and then with your beautiful self, like were you accepted? What was that battle there?
Well, I was accepted,
Okay.
but of course there were challenges. But the challenges were me personally self-sabotaging what
Mm,
God planned for me. I don't think it was from my community because my community, especially in church, they supported me so much. I love my church.
oh, praise
I
God.
still love my pastor, my pastor's wife, and all the pastors in there.
Right, right.
They
Respectful
supported
places.
me. The youth, we're still very close
Hmm.
now. So
Which you
it was
still
really
visit when you
me.
come, right? You don't live. Come on, tell the people.
Yeah, I
You
live
got
in
married,
Maryland.
and ouais, j'ai l'autre bord pour la garder ici avec Mahou.
I live in Maryland. Yeah, I don't visit that often
Hmm.
because so many different things happen.
Right,
And a lot of people are not at the church anymore. There's like other things going on.
right, right,
So
right,
it's like I don't visit
right.
because if I do, I'll have like so many different churches to visit because
At
I love
once.
all of the churches.
Yeah.
But I they supported me. I think it was me that needed more self assurance. Yeah.
Self assurance. And you received an award this weekend at the conference. Did you? What were your thoughts on that award and you receiving that award? Like, how do you feel? I know we had a time of impartation and where, we prayed with you all. Like, how do you feel now that you've received that award and when you got the call?
I feel like I need to get up and work more.
Praise God.
um, because being around so many beautiful, amazing, accomplished women,
Yes.
it's like, okay, lovely, no pressure, but there's so much pressure. um, so I feel like I need to do more because, like I said, I was disrupted with the pandemic and then
Yes.
getting married and starting my family, all of that from 2019. So now I'm at a point where I feel like this is a reminder to continue to do God's work. Because when
Yes.
she called me and said that I was going to be one of the nominees, I was shocked. And I feel like that was in a way for God to tell me, lovely, I
I've
still have my
called
eyes
you.
on you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
still have my eyes on you, and I still want you to pursue that ministry that I'm giving you
Right.
or I
Right.
gave you.
Right. That's amazing. So in a short, within a few minutes, what could you say to a young lady that has a gift like you do of craft and talent that is scared to do that or doesn't really know how to embrace it that is listening to the show?
To trust God
Trust
and
God.
lean not on your own strength,
Yes.
because a lot of times we think, okay, I might not make it because I don't know enough people. I might not make it because I'm not talented enough. I
Yes.
might not make it because I don't get enough support. But with all of that, stop saying I and
Mm-hmm.
say I will make it because it's not by me, but it's by Jesus. Like Jesus will help me make it. Because I remember when I started my film career, I needed to start. I needed $10,000,
Wow.
just $10,000, and it wasn't a lot.
No.
But I was 22 or 23. I don't
Right.
remember, but I was very young, and at that time, $10,000 was like $100,000 for me because I wasn't done with
Now
school.
now it's a different story. Right. Right. Right.
It's
Right.
oh well, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is $10,000 at that time was like $100,000 for me.
Right. Right.
But I prayed. I said, God, you want me to do this,
Yeah.
and I need $10,000 to start. How is that going to work?
Yeah.
I'm working a minimum paid job, not really a minimum, but I wasn't working in my career,
Hmm.
and I prayed about it. I kid you not, Justin. A month later, I got the money,
Wow.
and that's how I
Zika
knew
fell.
that God worked. His hand
Zika
was
fell.
all over it.
Yes, 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 yes.
At
Amazing.
23 years old, being able to sign checks to,
Yes.
to
Film artists.
cinematographers,
Hmm.
to actors, it was just like, how am I doing this? So for everyone that's listening, if you have a dream, it's not you. Don't think that because you don't have money right now or you don't have the resources, God is not going to provide a way.
Mm-hmm.
He's a way maker. God is a way maker.
Yes,
He will provide a way. All you have to do is accept the calling
yeah.
and trust Him, and He will open doors for you.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Lovely. Thank you so much for taking the call. And I pray the next time you're here, we bring you back on so we talk a little bit more. God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Doing
Thank
what you're
you.
doing in the community.
Awesome.
You are so awesome.
Oh,
God bless you, and
God bless you.
congratulations.
Thank you. I
as
know,
well,
right?
Your wedding.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you.
Et ça, c'est lovely. C'est lui qui a une chance qui est capable ensemble avec nous dans conférence dans honoring, dans honorer jeunes femmes, jeunes garçons, jeunes femmes avec toutes l'autre mesdames qui étaient ensemble avec, qui étaient là pour jouer. Et donc, nous avons l'autre monde qui nous prend, qui est ensemble avec nous, qui était là, et qui commençait dans le ministère, ensemble avec nous, tant que amis. On sait que je me dit, Emma, she was scared to step out in her calling and what God had called her to. Et quand elle vient accepter, et bon Dieu passé avec elle, and she was, given this award this following weekend also. Et son petit fille et son femme qui me connaît moi-même personally, sont contents pour le capable ensemble avec nous. Emma!
Hi.
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Praise the Lord. I know you're so busy right now, with ministry. So I just, I just wanted to bring you on the show knowing that you received the award this weekend. And I just wanted you to say hello to the people, let them know what you do now, the new calling, and, how long and how you felt, receiving this award within within last week. And did you even think that someone was watching your hard work?
First off, hi everyone who is listening. My name is Emma. It's an honor to be on the call. So, no, I did not. I mean, there's always people watching, but most of the time it's negatively.
Yes.
To look for the negatives in one, and so of course it caught me off guard when Dr. Denise called me and stated that she was honoring me. And I haven't spoken to her in years, so it really, really threw me off. And I was like, wow. And the things that she said, whomever nominated me was saying about me, I'm like, wow. And that was kind of a wake-up call for me as well, because it was kind of like, wow, I really have to, watch not only how I carry myself, but what I do, where I go, because there's people watching, and there's positive that can come out of that. So I was honored. I was in shock, and of course. So my calling, it's been a journey. I've been running away from God for a long, long time, and thankfully He has never taken His hands off of me. As of November of last year, I took a leap of faith where I actually just up and left my job, and I felt like God was just calling me to ministry full time, and I stand here today to say 2023, it has been a nonstop thing for me. I actually left my job thinking I'm going to take a break, catch up on life. Yeah, God was like, yeah, you're fine. That's not going to happen. It's been on a roll. I've been on a roll since then, and I thank God for that. So keep me in prayer.
I definitely will. I'm your number one fan and rooting for you here on this side. I want you to kind of talk about what you're doing now and the mandate that God has brought you to, and I'll bring you back on the show a different time so we can go through everything else. You know what I mean? Just like, I know you're right now, you're in Boston right now.
Yes.
So go ahead and talk. Yeah, go ahead and talk about, with the production and everything, please.
Okay, so right now I currently serve as executive manager of Easy Production. We're a We're a management group, who we help out artists and worship leaders, and we manage gospel-based events. And I am also a logistics manager for Jackson Cherry and Bridging the Gap, which I'm currently with them at the moment as we speak for their first concert of Tour 2023.
Wow.
So that's definitely been a busy thing for us,
Right.
and I praise God. So that's currently what we're doing now. Like I said, it's nonstop, and it's all good things. And I also do a lot of women empowerment events.
Yes.
And I just vow to, bring women together instead of the competition. I want there to be unity within our community. So
Yes.
that's what I strive for.
Yes. I know Dr. Dr. Denise said that a few, in the end of the conference, she said, it's, if when a woman is complete, she complements and not, she doesn't have competition, but she complements. And I thought that was very
Correct.
profound when she said that. So Emma, just in a short period of time, the show is coming to an end. If there was a young lady that was running from their calling, like you did, and is getting ready to really say yes, what would you say to this young lady?
I would say go forth. Don't delay the process that God has in store for you, like I did, because God is a perfect God. He does his thing in his timing, not our timing.
Yes.
If it was for my timing, Lord knows. I would definitely say whoever it is that is running from their calling, just push forth and trust God. Literally,
Yes.
like, take a leap of faith and trust God, because he won't bring you to something and not bring you through it.
My God.
And he will always provide.
Oh, that's good. He won't bring you to something and not
that
bring
he
you
won't
through
bring
it.
you through.
You got to
Yes.
preach that one day, Emma.
I will, in the name of
Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
Justin.
Thank you so much for calling. I love you, and we'll talk soon. Safe travels
I
when
love
you get
you
back.
too. Thank you.
And we'll definitely set up a time to bring you back on the show with more time. God bless you, Emma.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Et nous disons Dieu
I
merci
receive it.
pour nous
Thank you.
tous qui cap côté nous sur radio. Nous connaissons que chaque samedi après-midi, c'est là, nous pied et 5 pour 6 heures ensemble avec nous pour nous porter nous ça nous dit à faire dans la vie la jeunesse et ça nous capable attendre ça la jeunesse veut dire et la jeunesse va attendre ça nous veut dire tout nous-mêmes. Nous gagnons et quelques temps et depuis nous avons desservi dans le ministère, so nous contents pour nous capables de travail que bon Dieu a fait ensemble avec la jeunesse, ensemble avec femmes de Dieu qui dans la communauté. So l'aime dit tellement béni après semaine ça, on vient réaliser que bon Dieu mêle sous le peuple et même mêle sous la jeunesse et pas quitter pour pas mentionner que Dr. Clerge lui-même qui était ensemble avec Madame Pasteur et Madame Pasteur, Madame Pasteur, qui était ensemble avec nous, qui était honoré tout. Et ça te fait il était fait comme content pour me connaître Dr. Clerge était en dedans et on paquet différents l'autre monde mais Dr. Clerge spécialement pour te chita en dedans pour nous pour travail là pour la capable honorer lui pour le monde capable montrer le travail qu'il a fait dans la communauté elle est pas fait en vain et ça t'es tellement fait qu'elle me content pour nous être capable ensemble avec toute femme ça yo et que mon Dieu te bail et pasteur Denis et devoir pour honorer yo nous réellement voulons dire nous toutes qu'attendez nous pas décourager sous Timounio pas décourager sous ça bon Dieu l'eau pour faire parce que bon travail qui pour faire. I don't want you to get discouraged. I don't want you to give up. Know that God, the work that He's given you to do is very much important. And so, après-midi, si vous pas attendez rien, si vous pas comprendre rien et comprendre que l'appel que vous gagnez, the call that you have is so important. L'appel que vous gagnez, très important pour Kembe Souli. Et même l'aime toujours dit ça sur radio. If you do not realize that someone is watching you, someone's watching you. Et pour réaliser, même si vous pas connaissez des gens qui veulent, des gens qui veulent quand même. Et comme ça tout, même si vous pas well, ou pas reconnaître que gon moun k'ap veyo comprendre que journée jeudi no matter what you do gon moun k'ap veyo spécialement dans l'évangile ou toujours gon moun qui gen Jésus you know so m'a demandé pour nous capable songer ça continuer frapper continuer move forward continuer et gen gros rêve parce que bon Dieu fait haïtien grâce journée jeudi à nous qui choy et te gon époque nous pas vaut rien mais qu'on y en a gardé tout femmes qui étaient campées with doctor degrees, lawyers, et you know, a lot of pastors, femmes de Dieu qui campent, qui travaillent, qui fait bon cob dans secteur qui saute en Haïti, qui capable moutro. Out of Haiti comes a lot of beauty. Out of Haiti comes success. And it's a blessing. Son bénédiction, nous très content pour ça que fait là. Et me souhaite que l'année prochaine, it will be bigger and better. Pour la gloire de Dieu, moi capable de dire nous, que bon Dieu bénisse nous, que bon Dieu a fait de nous grâce. I will see you guys next week, right here on Destiny is Awaiting Your Arrival. This is WPBR 16 a.m. Caribbean Media. God bless you. Semaine prochaine.